Let's talk about social circle game, and essentially that just means fucking your female friends. Should you do it? Yeah. Have I done it? Yeah. So if you want to, I'll teach you how to do it. I remember when I was in my second year of university, just before I went into the year, there was like group chats to go into university. You know, like what your course was. Imagine like this was back when people had like Facebook Messenger. We all joined like group chats in there about like, oh, we were all gonna go study psychology in this university, and I ended up, making some friends there before university had started, and there was like this one girl who I'd be like messaging just as like friends or whatever, nothing too serious. And of course, like as a guy, come on, let's be honest, like most guys would sleep with their female friends and everything, and it's one of those like, well, yeah, they're technically friends, and because you spend time together and because you're gonna study together or something, right? But I remember this one girl at the start of the year, we were just messaging on like Facebook and stuff. We're gonna study the same course and everything, and eventually we started. I remember she was the first person I actually saw literally on the first day of my second year of university. So I went in and we hugged each other, shit, sat next to each other, and she became like an okay friend after this. We were in class together, so we'd like laugh about shit, whatever. When there's a friend, female friend that you have, like sexual tension will build if both of you have like some level of attraction to each other, and that's what slowly started happening. She kind of knew of my things, like we'd go out together, and she like I never like would really try it on her, but like she'd see me pull girls, and maybe that was attractive towards her. Then I remember the first time we kissed each other was on her birthday in a nightclub. Like, so we went out, me, her friends, we all went out, had like a good time laughing and stuff, and me and her started making out. Oh wow, we're friends, remember? You know what I mean? Like, what did you expect? And then we didn't hook up or anything just yet, but then sometime later on we started hooking up, literally having sex, and like it was a nice experience, I'm not gonna lie, because one, it was with a girl that like I liked spending time with, but two, because we were in like the same class, like the same sort of lectures, it was kind of like hot to be in the lecture next to her and then kind of know like, oh yeah, but like you want to come back to mine after this? Yeah. We had like an hour break in between lectures, so we'd leave the first lecture, go back to my place, which was nearby, literally go up, just fuck, and then just like, come back to the next lecture. So it was like a nice vibe that we had going on there. And then also there was another girl that was part of like another friendship group that we lived in my building, and me and her and like my flatmates, my best friends and everything, we would all go out together to clubs and parties. And this other girl who was somewhat of my friend, she was part of my group, I started hooking up with her as well. So I've had some experiences here, and I'm just gonna boil it down for you. If this is something you do want to like consider, it's not something I think you should pursue. I don't think you should put your eggs in this basket. That's why I've not really included it in like like the way to navigate your dating life. I've told you to just use like Instagram, Tinder, nightclubs. Really, it's just something that you should potentially be open to, and that kind of mindset is the right one for something like this, because there's more of a loss here, because you can really fuck up like social circles if you do this wrong. For example, I've told this story of the girl I dated before I went to Thailand. She was in my gym and we had like the same friendship group, and when I ended up dating her and sleeping with her, and she fell in love with me, but then when I came back there was like elements of like a fucked up social circle now, because some friends were on her side, some friends were on my side, and suddenly the whole friendship group just kind of disappeared. And I don't know, like I don't check up on them, I don't have Instagram, but like I'm not part of that group anymore. So you've got to be careful, because you don't want to like burn bridges, and you don't want to ruin or lose or even get kicked out of like social circles. So there's a correct energy, like a correct vibe, personality that you should have if you are open to sleeping with like, I won't call them like friends, but like, essentially, girls in your class, in your social group, in your friendship group, you're friends with them, but obviously if you're fucked, then it's not really real friendship. But yeah, there's a certain vibe, which is that you can't really be focused on this. You can't be like openly wanting to fuck. That becomes like cringe, uncomfortable for everyone, and then you get like a bad reputation. The kind of mindset you need around this is just kind of like you're open to it. The way to be open to it without coming across as creepy is to literally just follow the rest of your self-improvement, be busy, be on your purpose, and especially be attractive and confident and sexy. Let's say you're in a friend group right now. It's you, this girl that you want to bang, this other girl that you'd like to bang anyway, and like two of your friends or something, and whatever it is, like that, this kind of dynamic. If you outwardly try and flirt with one of the girls, like you'll start to be branded as like, oh, that guy, it'll be a bad thing, right? You want to keep plausible deniability for as long as possible. And the time then to actually escalate is when it's very certain that you're gonna have sex, especially because of the environment that you're in. If you were ever gonna end up fucking one of your female friends, it's very, very, very likely that it'll be in that sort of sexual environment of clubs, parties, drinking, drugs, late nights. It's never gonna be at fucking 4 p.m. when you text her and you start like, hey, like me and you should go out together. It's never gonna be some like dry, unsexy 4 p.m. text that you send her on Snapchat or some bullshit. It's always gonna be like a late night that you guys are together. It ends up being just you guys, and then you can escalate from there. So there isn't much more I need to say in this, because essentially you just need to wait up until there's like a very clear time that you can escalate with this girl. If you are watching this right now and you're thinking, wait, what happens? But like I don't really care about the reputation. Just tell me how to risk it all. all. At that point, like, you don't even need to consider that she's a friend. You should just escalate with her like you would with everything else you've learned. You know, just be sexy next to her, message her, flirt with her, tell her to meet you somewhere. Boom. This guide is specifically if you just want to, you know, play it safe because you don't want to burn bridges or appear as like the guy trying to fuck her. You almost just want it to happen almost like by accident, and you know, you want it to seem like, oh, you know, it just happened, guys. So this is exactly what you do if there's a girl in your group that you want to fuck. You organize like a night out together, you organize a party, you organize something that's going to involve like degenerate nighttime drinking, drugs. You organize it, you do all like the setup, the details, whatever. Have people over to your place to drink, go out together, whatever. You organize it all, get everyone there, have a good time. You be the leader of the night. Come on, guys, we're going out to the club now, whatever. And literally just everyone's having a good time, drinks, whatever, and just slowly escalate on the girl when you've got a level of privacy, and like, you know, essentially give her the subtle signs of like, you know, you're all dancing, enjoying yourself, and you just almost like I fuck her, and you hold her eye contact long enough that she looks away, and then that builds sexual tension. You just do this with a level of plausible deniability up until it's clear that she wants to fuck you. Then you escalate like a man, and then you end up fucking. Enjoy it if you want. Should you do this? I really don't know if I should advise you to. It depends how much you really value that social circle, because whilst you may not be the kind of guy who would, you know, let some girl or some breakup or, you know, some nasty, like whatever bullshit happen to sort of affect your relationships, other people maybe. And this is part of what happened of me in that group with my friends from the gym and my old best friend, that like this random girl who I ended up fucking became like all of our friends. Then my best friend, my male best friend, like one of my best friends, ended up becoming really good friends with her. Just hard to fucking explain, but like, yeah, just fucked up situation. And essentially me fucking this girl who was in my friendship group ended up just ruining the entire friendship group, and everyone's kind of like left it now. They might even all be friends or something. I'm pretty sure they've all like moved away and stuff, but like whatever, man. It's not really worth the headache. I think when you've got a certain reputation like I do now, I wouldn't really like pursue this, but at any level I'd pursue this with that plausible deniability. If there's a girl in my new friendship group, I'm not going to push it hard, but I'll, you know, plausible deniability. But if we end up eye fucking each other on a night out, bro, I'll probably end up smashing.